People just want to pit successful women against each other. That's what it is. Two-time Grammy winner Sabrina Carpenter seems to have some overnight success that none of us else are getting, but she's actually been working at this for so many years. The true fans from Disney Channel know this, but the people just now hearing Short and Sweet probably don't know that she's been working her ass off for so long. Recently, it seems like people are really loving the slow burn artists, the ones that take years to get to the top, and that's what Sabrina Carpenter is. She's winning awards, she opened for Taylor Swift, she's done so many things with her career, and I'm so happy she's getting the press that she deserves. It took so many years for her to get to where she is, but let's start at the beginning and explain her entire life story. Sabrina Carpenter was born on May 11th, 1999. She and her 3 sisters were homeschooled in Quakertown, Pennsylvania. The weird girl allegations, Sabrina, they're coming at you. She started posting YouTube videos when she was around 10 years old, what we wish we all would have done, and her family was so supportive of her. Her dad even built her a studio to sing in when she was this young, just posting YouTube videos. Her passion and love for singing can be seen at such a young age, even in these little silly YouTube videos, and I know we've all seen the Picture to Burn one because it played when she was performing for Taylor Swift. Adorable. Little Sabrina singing Picture to Burn and then opening for Taylor Swift years later. The story we all love. Because of her love of singing in these YouTube videos, Sabrina competed in a competition in 2009 called The Next Miley Cyrus Project, which of course was run by Disney and Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana. She got 3rd place, but we all know the losers in competitions like this are always the ones that are better, aka One Direction. She says that this is where she came out of her shell and realized she loved performing, not just singing, but performing. This is where she also took her step into acting. Now we're getting into the Disney days. In 2012, after the Miley Cyrus project, which is where Disney most likely found her, she got a role in Sophia the First. She played Vivian, where she did some voice acting, some singing, but this wasn't the biggest role in the world. There isn't an exact confirmation on how she got this role, but it is thought that the Miley Cyrus project is why Disney knew about her, which dots connected. She enjoyed acting, but singing was her ultimate goal. So around this time, she signed a record deal with Hollywood Records, where she later started releasing music for another Disney show. There's a weird in-between time where she had a few smaller roles in bigger shows like Law and Order, The Goodwin Games. She was doing a lot. This young little girl was booked and busy. With Disney, one of her first songs was released in 2012 for the Tinkerbell Disney Fairy sing-along collection thing. I don't remember it, but I remember the song. The song is called Smile. And as far as I can tell, this is her first song with Disney, but most people think that her first song was for Girl Meets World. And even though I do believe this is her first song, it doesn't count as her debut single apparently, according to Spotify and other sources. In 2014, she got the role as Maya. Sorry. I'm so sorry, Rowan Blanchard. This is my formal apology. Anyways, she got the role as Maya in Girl Meets World, which is a spin-off of Boy Meets World from the 90s. This show went on from 2014 to 2017, and I remember watching this show. I don't remember any of the plot lines. I only remember one where there was white cupcakes or muffins or something like that. That's all I remember. But this show was big, and I remember Sabrina in it because I remember all of the songs that she sang for it and everything. I think this was the time that I was transitioning from Disney Channel to YouTube. So I remember seeing this, but I was I can't be watching Disney Channel. I'm too old, so I'll watch YouTube. I still remember absolutely eating the show up. It was so good, but I don't remember a single plot line other than the muffin one or cupcakes, whatever it was. During the time on the show, Sabrina sang a lot, and one of the best things she's ever done for Disney Channel was sing in the Do You Want to Build a Snowman music video with Jordan Fisher. I know we all know what I'm talking about. Video is insane. Vocals are insane. It is so good. Thank you. Thank you, Disney. Before her first album with Disney, she released a couple songs, and one was for the movie How to Build a Better Boy. Loved that movie. Her first album, Eyes Wide Open, came out in 2015 with the lead single being We'll Be the Stars. I remember this music video like it was yesterday. This song is ingrained in my brain. I love it. It's so good. We'll still listen to it to this day. Disney likes to lock people in with their record deals, just like so many other record labels. So Sabrina was on a long contract with them and released a lot of music. She was stuck in the contract from about 2013 to 2019. Her music has definitely evolved from her time at Disney to now, not only with the topics she's talking about, but just her voice in general. But I do want to give out some awards for her early music because, guys, we all know and love them. At least we should. We should know and love them. The first award for biggest cultural impact goes to Thumbs. I know you know that song. I know you saw people on TikTok going, okay, so if the mother and the father and the son and the daughter and the cousin and the connecting the dots to figure out what it is. I never got that part in my brain. It never stuck that was a really good rendition. For most unreal repeat, the second award goes to Why. That song was always in my fucking earbuds. I remember my sister, I was listening to it and she's like, what is that song? And I go, it's Why. And she goes, no, like I want to know what that song is. I go, no, like why? And she's like, no, like it just sounds really good. Like, can you tell me? I go, Allison, the song is called Why. It took her a long time to understand. And then finally, the third award for best backstory goes to Sue Me. If you know, you know. And if you don't, let me tell you. Sue Me came out in 2018 as part of the Singular Act 1 album, and she wrote this song because she was literally being sued. The like base level explanation of what the song is like, be yourself, be confident despite what anyone else thinks, like know yourself. I'm doing all these things, whatever, if you don't like it, sue me. In an interview with Kelly and Ryan, she talks about how they came from an actual lawsuit from people she used to work with. Allegedly, she was being sued by her previous music managers because she didn't pay them all the money she owed. And apparently they needed more commission before she fired them. And so they were suing her because they didn't get their money. But Sabrina came out and she's like, no, that's not true, girl. They went to the lawsuit and Sabrina won. She won. She stays on top. All of this is alleged. Don't come at me, please. Moving away from the music side of it, in that Disney time frame, like 2015, 2022, so like starting to phase out of Disney-ish, she was in a lot of movies. Even though like I've always been a Sabrina fan, I haven't seen some of these movies. She was in Adventures of Babysitting, which again was when I started phasing out of Disney, so I remember seeing little parts of it, but I never sat and watched the whole thing. Then as she was moving out of Disney, she did more movies. She did one called Clouds, which is a Disney movie, but then she moved towards Netflix, where she did Tall Girl 1 and 2, and then a movie called Work It with Liza Koshy. Never saw it. Don't know why, because I love both of them. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. But like Liza Koshy, oh my god. Star-studded cast. Liza, I miss you. Please come back to YouTube. So now that she's out of Disney, Sabrina tries to take her talents to Broadway, and she does it. She is in a Broadway show. Most people I feel like don't know this because it happened during COVID. In 2020, Sabrina released her last single with Hollywood Records and was out of the label. So she went to Broadway for her debut. She started as Katie Haring in the Mean Girls musical with, get this, Renee Rapp. Renee Rapp as Regina George. Guys, you don't know how badly I wanted to see this show. How angry I am at COVID for shutting this show down. Because, oh my god, the slime tutorials would be so good. She was literally only in the show for 2 shows because COVID shut it down. In an interview with CBS on Sunday Morning, she said that she was so ready to keep performing, and she spent 3 months getting ready, and then it was over. She said that she felt like she could do 8 shows a week, and then it was just silence because of COVID. She only got to do 2 when she was ready to do 8 shows a week for however long those shows run. The things I would do to go see that show, I would sell my soul. And I wish she would have had like a small part in the Mean Girls movie, because like that's iconic. Like yeah, they probably like she probably cost a lot of money, but so does Renee Rapp, you know? I just wish she would have had like even just like a little cameo. Like that would have been so good. So now we get into the emails I can't send era. In 2021, Sabrina signed with Universal Music Group's Island Records, and this is where she came out with Emails I Can't Send, but more specifically, she also came out with the song Skin. Skin was a response song that got some backlash, which is where a lot of people started turning against Sabrina. This song has so much lore because of the Olivia Rodrigo, Joshua Bassett stuff. There was so much media coverage on it and people making videos about it and just misinformation because we don't know these people. Nicole Raffi does a really good video like explaining everything. I love Nicole Raffi. Her video is amazing, so go watch it. She explains this a lot better than I'm going to. But basically, Olivia Rodrigo and Joshua Bassett, both from the High School Musical, the series, I never watched it, they started dating. This was in around like 2019, 2020. I don't know if it was like ever confirmed, but like they were dating, be serious. People saw that Sabrina had unfollowed Olivia, even though they had like kind of a relationship on social media. Like they would comment on each other's posts and be like, oh my god, like you sing so good in this. And like they're both Disney kids, so they like have this connection. Around this time when Sabrina unfollowed Olivia, Joshua followed Sabrina. Then there's just like a lot of things about people like saying Olivia and Joshua broke up and it was like really weird. And then Olivia posted a song singing about a blonde girl, and she says this blonde girl is older than her and basically like took her man kinda. And so this is allegedly about Sabrina. And so the issue with this was that it seemed like Joshua had moved on so quickly to Sabrina. And like, as someone who dealt with that myself, like, yeah, that hurts. Like moving on so quickly from one relationship to another. People were like twisting the time frame and no one really knew what was happening, but it was kind of confirmed that Joshua and Sabrina were something when they dressed up as Shark Boy and Lava Girl for Halloween. And I remember seeing a TikTok of this and being like, that is the cutest costume I've ever seen. And this was before I knew all the lore. It's not Sabrina's fault though. Like she got with a boy that was out of a relationship. So like a lot of people were starting to pit Olivia and Sabrina against each other, and people were against Sabrina because it looked like Olivia was like the victim in all of this. Then Joshua came out with Lie Lie Lie, which isn't about Olivia apparently, but people thought it was. And so people were like, oh my god, like he came out with a song about Olivia like being a liar, like Sabrina, why are you dating this? Like it was this whole thing. It was in chaos. Chaos, I tell you. There's like a little back and forth, and Sabrina comes out with Skin, which is like the response song kind of to Olivia but kind of to the press. And it's basically like, you can try and get under my skin, but like me and him, we're still together, like we're still doing stuff. Good song. I liked the song. I don't think it was the best response song, but I understand why she did it. I would never fault Sabrina. She can do no wrong, but she could have done better. And there's another song that I think it's a very popular opinion that there's another song that should have been the response song. And like this whole situation is just messy because why are we pitting these two amazing, powerful women against each other when like it's just a boy? Like, yeah, they could be mad at each other because of this boy, but like the media made it so much worse. And I think they would have had like a relationship, like two girls had a relationship if the media hadn't screamed at them like, you have to hate each other. And like, we're on Olivia's side, we're on Sabrina's side. It's a whole mess. But recently they were seen together at the Grammys. We'll get to that later. So in 2022, Sabrina released Emails I Can't Send. And in this album, the song Because I Like the Boy came out. And she's like, I've been getting so many hateful messages because of this, and people hate me because of this. And it's just because I like the boy. Like, I don't understand. This is the response song that we should have gotten. Such a good song, such a good meaning, like the best response song she could have come out with. But I think like it probably wasn't ready, number one. But number two, like when you're in all this drama, like you're just gonna release something to be like, boom. Not an unpopular opinion, I don't think. But don't come at me because I'm not getting mad at Sabrina. I think like I still would have had like a petty response. Like she handled this better than I would have. And this response song was actually what inspired my outfit for the tour, the short and sweet tour. But Emails I Can't Send was banger after banger. And so it really launched her into the more public eye. Like people knew her from Disney Channel, but this was like her first like album. Like she had the albums with Disney, but like this album really got her like out there, especially because she was going viral on TikTok. Like her outros for Nonsense, everyone was eating those up. And so at least on TikTok with like the teen girl audience, she was getting bigger. She even helped me get a viral TikTok. I made a TikTok about how on New Year's Eve, she should have said, like, changed the lyric to be about New Year's Eve. And people in the comments were like, girl, why? Like, it doesn't make any sense. The song's not about New Year's. She changes the lyrics all the time, guys. Like, come on. It pissed me off how many hate comments I was getting. People just don't understand my artistic abilities. I would like to give out some awards for this album. So first, for the cheekiest song, I would like to give it to Nonsense. Guys, that song is good. And the Christmas one, Snowballs, be serious. And like this song started Sabrina's cheeky era. Next for on most repeat was Fast Times. I can't even tell you how much I listened to that song because I think I listened to that song before I even listened to the album. Like me and Fast Times have like a connection that nobody can take away from us. Another amazing song on this album is Feather, and she got into some controversy because of the filming of this music video. She filmed it in a Catholic church, and like the video was great. Like Milo Manheim was in it. Guys, you don't even know my obsession with Milo Manheim. If he sees this, like, give me a chance, please, I beg of you. But she was under fire because she was in a Catholic church doing some things that weren't very Catholic. And the music video was about, like, killing men. People were mad. Like, the priest gave her permission to be there, but then, like, other people got the priest fired. This poor man. He was just a Sabrina fan. Give him a break. So, like, the pastor or priest or whatever was let go because he wasn't, like, protecting the church. But, like, somehow this video got Sabrina wrapped into, like, a criminal investigation. The New York City mayor, Eric Adams, was like under investigation anyways, and this video got even more investigations happening because of bribery and corruption and so much shit, and like whoa. So like I don't really know how the church music video got it back to him, but I think because like the pastor or whatever was like let go, it like showed the corruption maybe. I don't really know. But then like at her short and sweet tour, she's like, should we talk about like how I got the mayor in trouble? That is so silly of her, and I love it. So again, like during the Emails I Can't Send era, she was opening for Taylor Swift. So again, this is where her popularity just skyrockets. She is on the come up. Everyone knows her because she's opening for Taylor. But also this got her some backlash because she opened in Latin America. And people were kind of pissed because they're like, Olivia Rodrigo should be opening in Latin America. They were saying that because like they're like, Olivia is Latin American, but she's Filipino. Like in everything I could find, it said Olivia Rodrigo is Filipino American. I don't know. People were being weird about it. No. People just want to pit successful women against each other. That's what it is. On like a Taylor Swift note, around the time she was opening for Taylor Swift, she released her cover of I Knew You Were Trouble. Guys, don't come at me. It's better than Taylor's. And I say that because Taylor's is like the original. So like I've heard it so many times, and like Sabrina's is new. So that's probably why I think it's better, because it's like something new for my ears when I've heard I Knew You Were Trouble since I was fucking 5 years old. But like Sabrina's is like a new take on it. And oh guys, it is so good. If you haven't heard it, go give it a listen. It's on my playlist. Like oh my god, 10 out of 10 song. And also I think I like it more because like lyrically and like soundly, singles aren't always the best ones on the album. They're the catchiest. Like that's what it is. Sabrina, because it's not a single and it's not her song, she's able to change like how it sounds. And so I think that's why I like it more, because I never like the singles the best. No one does. Now let's get into short and sweet. This is the album everyone knows, and this is what hit her in the like, she is a pop star. Like, this is her. Everyone knows who she is. She is a household name. Emails I Can't Send obviously had popularity. Obviously, people who knew who she was. But that was more of her target audience. This album reached way more than her target audience. This album kind of started with Espresso at Coachella. She released it that day and performed Espresso at Coachella. And, a little silly, Emma Chamberlain held up a sign that said, "Please, please, please, play Espresso." So of course later she released Please Please Please. But both of these songs charted in the Billboard Top 100. And with these songs, she became the first female artist to hold the number 1 and the number 2 positions in the UK singles chart for 3 weeks in a row. This girl's on top of her shit. We need to talk about the Please 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 music video because Barry Keoghan, her boyfriend at the time, was in it. Oh my god, this was the talk of the town. Your boyfriend in your music video? Girl, that's crazy. I mean, I ate it up. I loved it. I thought the music video was great. But it's a little ironic because she goes, "Please don't embarrass me." Kind of embarrassed her. They were first seen together at the 2024 Met Gala, but more recently, news had come out allegedly. I don't think it's true because I did like some research, but like, I don't know. Allegedly, he had cheated on her, which, like, no, you don't cheat on Sabrina Carpenter. But allegedly, he cheated on her with someone else. I don't think it's actually true because I didn't find anything, like, confirming it. I only saw things denying it, or I saw nothing about it, and just that they broke up and it was mutual. So I do think it was more mutual than, like, cheating. But for a minute there, when people thought they were cheating, don't embarrass me. So then the Taste music video came out in like late August, and she performed Taste at the MTV Awards. And I didn't know this, but Sabrina Carpenter, Camila Cabello, and Shawn Mendes had a little bit of like tension because Sabrina dated Shawn for a little bit there, between like Shawn breaking up with Camila and whatever. I forgot about this until I went to research for this video. The song Taste is apparently about Shawn Mendes. So at the iHeartRadio Music Festival, Camila Cabello was singing one of her new songs, and she specifically did not sing the word taste. She's like, la 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 la. That is so silly. And like, this drama does feel more one-sided, like Camila more angry at Sabrina. I don't know. It's just like kind of silly not singing the word taste because of that song. But like, there is a little bit of drama on Sabrina's side because people think like the Taste music video, Jenna Ortega was supposed to play basically like an equivalent to Camila Cabello. I think that's just kind of because they kind of look the same. Like, they have dark hair. I don't know how much I believe that. Like, I don't know, because like Jenna Ortega, like, she's famous and she was on the come up during this music video, so like that makes sense. There's probably not actual drama between the girls, but like, again, we love pitting women against each other. So then we have the Short and Sweet tour, which really helped her again with this album because there were so many viral moments, especially during Juno. The positions, every single position would go viral. So this girl was just taking the world by storm, and I'm so happy for her. And I got to go see this tour. So good. One of the best, if not the best, concert I've ever seen. It was a production. So then Sabrina got nominated for 6 Grammys, and recently she won 2 of them. Sabrina Carpenter with the Short and Sweet album became the first artist in like 71 years to spend 20 weeks at the top of the UK singles charts in like a calendar year. She did so many other like huge achievements that I can't even think of. If I can, I'll put them here. But like, girl was on top of every chart. She was breaking records. Short and Sweet was taking the world by storm. So at the Grammys this year for Short and Sweet, she won Pop Vocal Album and Pop Solo Performance. Going back to the Olivia stuff, there was a picture going viral being like, oh my god, they're talking, they're yada yada. The picture was fake. It was edited. But then a video came out of the 2 girls chatting it up, and I think this one's real. I think the girls worked it out on the remix. Like, everyone knew they'd be working it out. Like, in their own time. It's just the media that messes everything up. But short and sweet overall is what really got Sabrina in that like high tier pop star spot. So I would like to give out some awards for short and sweet. The first award for horniest and my new karaoke song goes to Juno. Thank you, Juno. You made me eat it up at karaoke. It was so good. Thank you. Second award for most confusing song title goes to Bedchem, because me and so many other people thought it was Bad Chem. But like Bedchem is such a better title, but like everyone thought it was Bad Chem. And the final award goes to Sharpest Tool, because this was the only song at her show that made me cry, because this was during a time where I was debating breaking up with my boyfriend. And the lyrics just kind of hit. Don't tell him I said that. So this was Sabrina Carpenter's life. Did I miss stuff? Yes. Did I get stuff wrong? Probably. Did you enjoy this video? Obviously. I just want to end with a few honorable mentions. 2 of her friends dressed up as boys for part of the show where she like arrests them, and people thought that they were 12-year-old boys. So we were like, this is gross, like Sabrina, those are minors. Guys, they were her friends. They were her adult female friends dressed up as boys. Insane. She also recently, for like New Year's, I think, spent time with her friends at like a cabin and like skiing and stuff, and Emma Chamberlain was there. And people were like, oh my god, Emma Chamberlain, Sabrina Carpenter. Guys, Emma Chamberlain was there for Coachella. Like, the dots connect. I don't know where you missed that. And finally, she's Bart Simpson's niece. Like, the voice actor for Bart Simpson is her aunt. Bart Simpson is a woman. I learned a lot, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This is the first time I've ever made something like this, but I really like Sabrina Carpenter, and because she won the Grammys, I thought this video would get views. You would do it too. You would do it too. But I love music. I love talking about people. I love yapping. So if there's any artists you think I should talk about, like, let me know. I'm thinking about doing this for Role Model, because, oh my god, I love that man. Love that man. I don't know how to end this. Please tell me this wasn't a waste of my time. Okay. Goodbye, lovers. Mwah.